In the world of advertising and marketing, commerce and creativity are converging. My name's Alex Brownsell and I'm the Senior Editor for Media at WARC. In this session, we'll look at how the rapid growth of e-commerce, particularly over the last year, is driving a new advertising opportunity: shoppable media. Firstly, some background on WARC. WARC is an information and advisory business. We help our marketers to develop more effective strategies by bringing together the latest research, examples, and best practice. What we've done for Digital Commerce Live is to pull out 3 trends from a brand new report on shoppable media and explain what it means for businesses selling their products and services online. Firstly, social commerce. Social media ecosystems are becoming places for discovery and entertainment, bringing more than just functionality to e-commerce. Secondly, live streaming. Live streaming harnesses the power of online influencers to deepen relationships between brands and consumers at the same time as driving sales. And finally, fully shoppable journeys. We see a clear direction of travel, with commerce soon to be enabled at every touch point. But before we go any further, let's define exactly what we mean by shoppable media. Shoppable media is any form of interactive content that enables users to begin and increasingly complete a purchase within the publisher ecosystem. This includes all forms of text, video, static imagery, in a nutshell, all content with integrated commerce functionality. That shoppable moment can be delivered through interactive hotspots, buy it now overlays, direct in-cart integrations, and connections to off-site e-commerce platforms. With physical stores closed as a result of COVID-19, social media assumed the role of a digital storefront. Media owners are creating tools to allow brands to catalogue and promote products on their platforms with the aim of enabling users to complete a purchase without having to leave that website or app. Consumers are more comfortable shopping online in places other than recognised e-tail and brand.com websites. Research by Shopify found that 28% of 18 to 34-year-olds made a purchase via social media in the first 6 months of the pandemic, with 20% of those in the 35 to 54 age group reporting the same. Now, to capitalise on this shift, social and video platforms are hastily assembling their own shoppable ad formats. Let's be clear, this is a complex space. Each media owner is launching its own solutions, and as you can see here, many remain a work in progress. Standardization is some way off. The most difficult next step will be enabling payments within platform, something that is hugely beneficial to user experience, but requires back-end integration in things like stock management and order fulfillment. For all media owners investing in this area, the gold standard can be found in China, where a platform like WeChat combines all of the elements of commerce seamlessly through its mini programs applications. Adidas has been a pioneer in this area. It was one of the first to test Instagram's checkout feature, allowing users to complete a purchase without leaving the social platform's app. And as we can see here, it was again among the vanguard of advertisers testing a new format, in this case Snapchat's dynamic product ads, when it was released last year. The company's net sales from e-commerce are expected to double to 8 billion by 2025. We asked Nathan Petralia at Isobar Commerce, one of the contributors to our report, to share his views on the growing importance of social media in e-commerce.
In terms of how customized the experience can be, if you're looking at different platforms, there will always be restrictions of some sort, some constraints. Like, for example, in Facebook, you have to make use of the Facebook shop environment, so to say. So there's not that much customization possible. You don't really have a big customizable detail page that you can like completely build into your own brand experience. But it works easier. It feels integrated with how Facebook deals with the entire system. So, but if you're then looking at, for example, the WeChat experience, besides those two buttons on the top where you can basically have the menu of the mini app and the closing button of the mini app, everything else within there is fully customized to the brand.
So how should brands respond to the rise of social commerce? Well, first, identify which social platform best matches your brand's needs. Media owners will need to release many shoppable tools in 2021. Some will suit an individual advertiser's needs, others frankly won't. Ensure your retail tech stack can integrate with your platform of choice. Sellers will be required to connect their retail data into media owners to ensure that product availability and order fulfillment can be managed carefully. And finally, create the most seamless user experience possible. Brands should strive to maintain a feeling of seamlessness for shoppers, even if back-end integration is less smooth. For instance, redirecting users to off-site baskets via in-app browsers. We expect live stream video to be a pivotal driver of shoppable media growth. Usually streamed via social platforms and apps, and often hosted by a celebrity or a social media influencer, these streams can be made shoppable through interactive features. Live streaming sits at the intersection of a trio of long-term digital media trends, namely the rise of influencer marketing, growing video media consumption, and increased e-commerce spending. For evidence of the potential of live streaming, one need only look to China, where the number of live stream users reached 560 million in 2020, and live stream commerce is expected to account for a fifth of all e-commerce sales in China in 2021. And as you can see here, there's strong potential in other markets too. In December 2020, Walmart and TikTok joined forces to test a feature enabling shoppers to watch content and purchase at the same time. The Holiday Shop-Along Spectacular comprised live streams from 10 TikTok creators, with each showcasing their favourite Walmart fashion finds. As items were shown on screen, viewers could use pop-up pins to add them to their cart, or they could tap on a shopping cart pin at the end of the event and select the items they'd like to buy. Now, according to Walmart, the event delivered 7 times more views than anticipated and grew the brand's TikTok following by 25%, though it was not forthcoming on how many sales it generated. Nevertheless, last month, Walmart ran its second shop-along focused on beauty products. As test and learn scenarios, these almost certainly point in the direction of travel. One consequence of the growing popularity of live streaming is that influencers are beginning to use those same shoppable media tools to sell their own products and goods, a development which may complicate future brand influencer partnerships. This is part of a broader switch away from influencer marketing as a pure reach play and towards a more complex but potentially more effective role for creators in brands' digital marketing strategies. Here is Kaho Yamada, Head of Influencer Marketing at Anymind Group Japan, to explain more.
There is a trend that is happening with influencers that is not directly related to influencer marketing, but will have a big impact. Influencers are creating their own brands. As an example, Thai social media influencer Mayal launched her 11 a.m. brand, which includes a clothing line and a cafe. This shows that she is passionate about F&B and fashion, but also the kind of fashion, food, and beverages that are relevant to her. And of course, her followers. Followers who became customers can use more senses to understanding the qualities that Mayal believes in and can visualize their expectations when Mayal endorses another brand.
What does this mean for brands then? Well, figure out if your brand would benefit from live streaming. Short decision categories like food, Fashion and beauty are particularly well suited, but also aspirational segments like luxury. Secondly, identify the right influencer to host your live stream. Follower data and brand affinity are key considerations, but as is the growing trend for influencers to launch their own direct-to-consumer brands and products, which could lead to a potential conflict of interest. And finally, on the technical side, around 30 minutes is the sweet spot for live stream duration. This is enough time to convey key marketing messages, but without fatiguing either the shopper or the celebrity. We've talked a lot about what's happening in the online space, but the shift to shoppable is broader than that. Our third trend is about the growing need for shoppable journeys. That is the opportunity to link consumers to purchase opportunities regardless of what channel they are using. Here's one example. Amazon is developing a sizable advertising business and accounted for 7% of all online ad spend in 2020, according to WARC data. This is the rise of retail media. US retailers like Walmart and Kroger are also looking to grow media businesses, and European giants like Tesco and Carrefour may follow suit. But Amazon can do something different by combining its data-rich personalization engine with platforms like Amazon Live, Twitch, and its TV Play Prime Video. Amazon is shaping a full funnel media proposition, helping consumers to go from discovery and purchase to fulfillment within the same ecosystem. We can see similar things starting to happen in television. NBC Universal first began trialing its shoppable TV proposition in 2019, enabled by QR codes. This is a technology that could also work in out-of-home or even print media. It's not a huge leap to imagine interactive voice commerce using devices like Google Home and Amazon Alexa. The uptake of 5G may even allow shoppable moments to be untethered from ads completely, with immersive experiences through virtual and augmented reality. For more on the potential of shoppable AR content, here is Maria Bain, Strategy and Insight Director at UK agency iCrossing.
We know that AR in retail isn't new, and many brands have been exploring Facebook's big AR moves in 2018. But it's no longer a nice to have. It's become an essential part of brand e-commerce offerings, as many shoppers continue to rely on online shopping during the pandemic. Brands can leverage AR technologies to bridge the gap between the digital and physical retail spaces, and augmented and virtual realities are making online shopping interactive, helping e-commerce retailers overcome one of their biggest challenges, the fact that their consumers can't try on or experience products before buying them. The personalized and interactive opportunities that AR and VR provide online shopping really sets the new normal in terms of shoppable media and consumer demands.
Here are some potential next steps for brands. Firstly, review definitions of brand building and performance. It doesn't always make sense to combine a brand moment with a prompt to buy, but there will be more options to do so. Media channels like TV are more readily associated with brand building, but these can be made shoppable through interactive technology like QR codes. Secondly, look for opportunities for virtual trial. As more consumers join 5G mobile networks, we expect to see more consumers virtually trying products before they buy. Indeed, a study by Shopify found that interactions with products via AR content showed a 94% higher conversion rate. And finally, look to China for the next generation of shoppable trends. The success of next-gen platforms like Pinduoduo hints at shoppable media becoming less personalized and more sociable, while Taobao Life, an in-app avatar game, points towards growing immersion in shoppable media. Now, we've looked at three trends here: the rise of social commerce, the potential in live streaming, and the shift towards shoppable journeys. Ultimately, this combination of creativity and commerce is here to stay. It is likely to have a profound impact on the media landscape and will start to influence how brands plan and create their marketing campaigns. For any more on this subject, you can visit WARC.com and read the WARC Guide to Shoppable Media. Thank you.